Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we have episode number 9 of our NASCAR Heat 5 career. And today, this video isn't going out on its normal day because we are adding to our schedule. We're going to do 2 episodes of this series a week because I've been really enjoying it. So, looking towards the end of the season here, we're in a spot where we're looking at what do we do if we win or lose the truck championship. Of course, right now we're in the middle of the playoffs, and we're looking to win it. If we lose, we're going to come back to trucks from their season. If we win the truck championship, we're going to Xfinity. So I was just looking through the options here. I'm going to line up Nice Motorsports as an option for next season with contract options. So we got KBM, GMS, and Nice as options for the second season if we don't win the championship. If we win it, then we may just not take one of those. Looking at the standings right now, of course, we did win Gateway in the last episode, so we've already advanced in the playoffs. But their playoff drivers, Johnny Sauter, Ross Chastain, they're in a solid spot. Stuart Friesen, Grant Enfinger, Austin Hill, again, not in a terrible spot. This where it's very close. We got a tie here between Sheldon Creed and Zane Smith. So, and Matt Crafton's just slightly below them. Today, we're going to Canadian Tire Motorsport Park into Bristol, both tracks that I've been confident and been saying throughout this series are two that I'm very confident winning. When I was looking through all these tracks at the beginning of the season, I didn't really expect to get as many wins as I got. So these were two that I was definitely expecting to get the wins at. So I like to win here because the next episode we can just focus on, whatever happens here happens, and then we go to Martinsville and Phoenix in 2 episodes from now. So let's go to Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Now, it's a bit of a long lap. I don't necessarily like to qualify at the road courses because, again, they are longer races. But you know what? Gonna go full send on this. I want to get stage points, so.
Hammer down, green down.
So that's kind of the thing. The stage, the playoff points are important to me going again into the next round. I don't feel like I'm in a bad spot. I just don't want to risk it. I mean, right now we will have the most points going into the second round of the playoffs, but we have Las Vegas, which I don't remember how we performed at Las Vegas. I don't think is one of our stronger tracks. Talladega, I mean, in this game it's a little bit easier. If it was real life Talladega, I'd like to have as many points as possible. So I'm kind of going into it with that real life Talladega mindset. Of course, in the video game Talladega, you just cut your way through the field. I should be able to win Talladega. And the Martinsville is a track I'm confident in, but if all goes wrong, I would just want to have as many points as possible entering. So again, I'm not thinking I'm in a bad spot, but I just want to get as many points as possible. So I don't want to let anybody else have that opportunity as well. Especially at a track like Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, where I know that I can win, I should win. Or some very, very good at road courses in NASCAR games. It's something that I feel like I really, really understand how to race road courses in these games. I always have. Even thinking back to NASCAR 2005 when I was little playing that. Watkins Glen, Sonoma, which at the time was Infineon. Old Spice, which was a fictional road course in that game. Like those tracks, I did really, really good at. And whatever the other fictional tracks were that could race. I don't remember what they're all called. There was like a Dockside or something like that. A lot of those fictional road courses and real road courses I did really good at. And that's sort of carried over into these newer games that I perform well at the road courses. So this is our only road course in the Truck Series. The Truck Series doesn't really run many. Even now they don't run as many as Cup and Xfinity do. So it's one of those things that, well, we're here. It's our one road course in the Truck Series. We might as well take advantage of that fact, qualify, and honestly win most stages and win the race. Because I don't see how we don't. I mean, we absolutely are going to demolish that gold time in qualifying. First place. This is, I think, the first pole we've got all season. Normally on the oval tracks, you see the goals, I'm like, a little bit close to it. I mean, I destroyed everybody on qualifying. I absolutely dominate road courses. It's just something that I feel so confident in.
Keep your head on straight, coming to the green.
So, honestly, here, just don't get spun by Johnny Sauter because he hates me.
Nobody out back.
That's pretty much the only challenge that I feel like we're going to have here at the start is don't let Johnny Sauter punt us, but we got ahead of him. So we're in a good spot. It's just get through both stages here. I mean, we are going to absolutely kill it in this race. Estimated fuel's 4 laps. The race itself, I believe, is 8 laps. So we will have to pit once for fuel. Just like every race, it varies. It's a sliding scale. So we will have to pit. But I think we're in a really, really good spot here. Look at this. I mean, I could have definitely took that corner better. I get right on that curb, but I also don't understand how I hit a curb and dirt flies up. It doesn't really make sense to me, so. Because I did not go on the grass at all. Look at that corner right there, right over the repaved section. That newer asphalt patch, perfect on that. This corner, beautiful down the hill. So, of course, like I've said, I like the road courses. Yeah, see, I don't know why I'm throwing up dirt there. My favorite road course is probably... I gotta say probably Watkins Glen. I really, really like Watkins Glen. I do like Daytona road course. I don't believe that's in this game. I don't think. I think it's 21 Ignition is the game that's in. That's the 2021 season, so that makes sense. This is the 2020 season before COVID changed it up. So it's whatever the initial schedule was. So Daytona road course is not in this game. So 21 it was. So Watkins Glen. Again, I do like Daytona road course. If that was in this game, I'd really like that. But probably Watkins Glen is my go-to. My least favorite is probably this one. This one's kind of whatever. It's not really much to it. Mid-Ohio's kind of eh. And Road America is quite a long track. It's a fun track, but it's quite long to do, especially in the game like this, where you go to like overtime and all that stuff. That's where it gets a bit annoying, but I don't mind Road America. I think probably Canadian Tires is my least favorite.
2 laps to go.
Real good run there, getting by Chastain. Beautiful. Yeah, I can't think of what other road courses are. You got Watkins Glen. Oh, Charlotte Roval's one of my favorites too. I forgot about that. Charlotte Roval's up there. Charlotte Roval and Watkins Glen are top 2. Yeah, Charlotte Roval, Watkins Glen, my favorites. Canadian Tire and Mid-Ohio. And then you got like Sonoma and Road America. whatever other ones. They're kind of just in the middle. Oh, Indy road course not bad. It's not as good as the other ones. Forgot Indy's in this game too. Absolute gapping whoever's behind me. Johnny Sauter, he's done. This has been pure domination. This is like it's one of those things where it comes to like a track like this, got to get this point. So that's like when it goes to racing in Xfinity. You know, hopefully in the second season or this next part. I mean, we're not going to do seasons, just continuing along with episode numbers. But in that, later episodes of the season, starting what, episode 12, because this one's 9. Next one we got Talladega and Las Vegas, and then we're gonna have Martinsville and Phoenix to wrap up. So, yeah, episode 12. Hopefully, we'll be racing Xfinity, and when that begins, that's when the quest for championship and that goes. But we should be in a really, really good spot with that series because there's even more road courses. So, plus ovals that I'm already good at. What road courses are there in NASCAR that I've never raced? Portland I haven't raced because that's started in NASCAR, I believe, in 2022 in Xfinity. I believe that was the first year. So, or it might have been 21, one of those 2 years Portland started. So, but I think it was 22.
Way to go, driver.
I don't know. It's either been 2 or 3 years. So I haven't raced that, and then Chicago Street Course. Though I did race the mod of it, both of those tracks, in an R2003 on my computer when that game used to work, which is no longer the case. So there is that. I did race the mods, but not in like an official NASCAR.
Smooth out here.
This track's never been in an official NASCAR game. So here we go. 4 laps remaining. Johnny Sauter's going to try to get to the inside, and he does. He's actually going to push us a little wide here. Nah, dog. Sorry. Alright. Johnny Sauter almost flipped down the hill and we got no caution for it. That is amazing. Alright, we gotta chill. We gotta chill. These tires are starting to get cooked. I can feel it.
See if we can manage our tire wear a little, okay?
Oh, holy shit. That tire's down to 14. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done?
Alright, you're clear.
What have I done? What have I done?
See if we can manage our tire wear a little, okay?
I just threw this race.
You blew the rubber. Clear all around.
I just threw this fucking race.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green. Have a good day.
Holy shit, I just threw this race.
2 to go. Clear all around.
Come on. We can get this thing back still.
All clear. No pressure from behind. Nobody out back.
This thing's still winnable. Come on. Alright. So essentially what I did was
Starter has the green flag in his hand.
I got into the mindset of not even changing the tires because these dudes like never pit for tires. I didn't think, oh, we're on a road course. I probably should. I was just thinking the oval races, they never change tires, right? Or maybe just like a little bit, but typically they don't. I didn't think of that. It didn't cross my mind. So, you know, when it came to pitting, I didn't think of it. And then I was just sliding. I was like, okay, we're good. We're good. And the right sides would have been fine. But the left sides were just completely cooked. And I was like, I can't manage it for 4 laps. If it was like 2 laps, I probably could have, I would have tried, but not with 4 laps. All right, so it's Sauter and Hill. Now, as much as I would like to punt these bozos, I'd rather not. So, that was good. I mean, I was making my way through the field. I was up about the top 10, just because I was on new tires, and the AI I feel like is so. Or I'm just really good, but it's probably a mix of both. Carve my way through, and these dudes are trash. Then, you know, put me on a second shot. I only got to make it 5 spots, so I just needed that restart basically, and we saved it. But that was almost really bad.
All right, let's go. White flag.
That was almost the biggest throw. I've been saying for the whole season here. We're on episode 9. I've been saying for 9 episodes, because even to start this one, oh, Canadian tires, we're good. That track's it. We're gonna win the Canadian Tire easily. And then I almost lose it. Fortunately, that last stage was 4 laps and not 2 like the rest of the race was, or we would have been cooked. Because had it just been 2 laps, well, that would have been the last lap when I blew the tire and I would have spun out and whatever. So we got saved by that fact, and then we got saved by overtime. So we got saved by a few factors in this race, but
You gotta come and pit for gas.
what? I'm gonna pit for gas. I already did, dude. I already got fuel on my card. Here we go. Round the final corner.
That's nice work out there. You
All
held
right.
the wheel and earned a win.
We were just about to cross the line, but somebody in the back of the field crashed, and we won Canadian Tire. $13 playoff points. Who led the most laps? It's got to be me. There's no way it wasn't. It wasn't a complete every lap domination like I was hoping. But you know, we got what we had to do out of that. No angry texts from anybody. I thought I would for driving through somebody. No, I just completely drove through somebody and didn't get a hate message at all. I'm surprised because I absolutely destroyed somebody in that corner. Standings, I mean, stage wins, we now have the most over Johnny Sauter. So that's good to see. We also had momentum at that race, so that helped. That did help, having momentum. All right. let's see. Bristol should be in the race that we should be able to go up here
Green's out.
and dominate. I don't know if Bristol's gonna be one we're just gonna pull up and like, you know, get every lap away or completely dominate like we did at Canadian Tire, start to finish. But I think we could be in a good spot to at least challenge for pole here. I don't know if we will. Let's see what we got. 16, 17, 5. First place. All right. I know pole was 17 something. 17, 5. All right, so we're 2/10 faster than Matt Crafton. The playoffs just happen to have tracks I'm good at.
Be ready. All clear.
I'm just so glad the playoffs have Canadian Tire and Bristol and Martinsville and Talladega. Like, honestly, the track that scares me the most is Las Vegas and Phoenix.
5 to go. Just time by.
Phoenix, I don't know what to expect there. It could be good. It could be a complete disaster. I don't know.
Drop your speed, driver.
And then Las Vegas, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a W. But if we can go and just put ourselves in a good spot, right? Because right now we are on a 3-race win streak. And really, we started kicking up into another gear the last few races. No, we lost Michigan, so we're not on a 3-race win streak. We're on a 2-race win streak. Forgot Michigan. But we're on a pretty good run, I mean. The last few episodes, we've pretty much dominated. I mean, Chicagoland we won, Iowa. So, oh yeah, Iowa, Chicagoland. I think we got like a bad finish at Pocono, obviously. And then we went to Eldora and won Michigan. We got like 4th. We could have got better at Michigan if we didn't throw it away in the last corner. And then we've had Gateway, which we won. Canadian Tire that we won. And now Bristol. Unless I throw it away, we should win Bristol. So it puts us in a good spot with momentum, good spot with points, all that. Because Carey Hunting gives your car a speed boost.
Way to go, driver.
Right? So having that 10% speed boost, especially in a car like this that isn't 5-star, right? This isn't a 5-star truck. This is like a 3 or 4-star truck. And I guess I'll pit for... Do I need tires? I don't need tires, so... Yeah, this isn't a 5-star. I think it's either 3 or 4. So...
Be smart. Keep your head on straight. Green flag.
That 10% momentum probably puts it equal to the cars that we're racing now. So... That's helpful. And the reason I bring up the momentum is going to a track like Phoenix, where I'm not the most confident in the racing there. Just because I don't know how well I've done. I think Phoenix is a track that's like okay for me. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's similarly flat tracks to Phoenix, like Gateway, which we've already won this season, and Hampshire I'm pretty good at. But Phoenix is just one that it's a weird layout. It hasn't really, I think, suited me. So it's an interesting track to have as a finale. And again, these stage points and race wins, all that don't matter. Right? What we get now does matter for the next round to help us get to Phoenix. Because all we got to do is pretty much be up plus 60 after Talladega, and we're in a good spot. So,
2 to go, driver.
whatever we can be up above that bottom line, I'll be happy with. Tires starting to fall off a little bit here on the right side, so if we do have an option to pit, and everybody does pit, I will be going for right side tires. If they don't, they don't. But
One more to go.
holy shit, Riley Herbst is having your batteries.
Still there. All
My
right,
God,
you're clear.
bro is so slow.
He took that stage. Great
All
job.
right, good stage win there. That is brilliant. Let's wait for everybody else to finish here. Johnny Sauter just not popping off this stage. That's good to see. That is good. I'm glad. I'm glad Johnny Sauter's not killing it. Because now all I'm doing is just gapping him more in points. Again, the individual points that him and I get don't really matter because at the end of the day, like,
All right, 10 to go. Keep it nice and smooth for us.
it's just the playoff points and the race win. But again, I've won. So he entered the playoffs, right? The playoffs 2 points ahead of me. I have won 5 of the 6 stages in this round. Gateway, second stage, both the Canadian Tire, both at Bristol. So that puts me up 4 points over him going into the next round. And now, with winning Gateway and Canadian Tire, that also puts me with 10 more points. I'm 14 points ahead of Johnny Sauter. So this round is flipped from Sauter being ahead of me by 2, me being ahead of him by 14 playoff points. And if we hang on to win this race, we'll be 19 points ahead. So in just a few laps, we can be 19 points ahead of Johnny Sauter. So again, the playoffs have just been good tracks for us. Bristol and Canadian Tire, especially, and Gateway was a surprise. I qualified well, raced well, and put myself in a spot where I'm able to go and compete for this, championship. In that race specifically, put myself in a spot to compete for the win there and continue to build momentum and get these wins. What are you doing, dog?
All clear.
It just puts me in a spot where I feel really good about my chances of winning now.
Still there.
Right? We struggled a little bit in the beginning of the truck season, which I kind of expected. But now here we are, and we're working our way through
Clear to the right.
the season, and we are just doing really, really well. Again, a lot of the tracks went in our favor when you look at tracks that are in
2 laps to go.
the playoffs, but
Clear all around.
I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling real, real good about what we got going on here. Really cooking this field as well. Lapping everybody here. Bristol's a track that if there isn't stages, I can lap the entire field. I mean, I'm halfway ahead of Grand Am Finger, like on the map. We're at opposite ends of the track already, and we are in 10 laps. So you give me, 20 lap run, and I will lap it. So here we go. A great run. Should be 19 points ahead of Johnny Sauter when the playoffs are reset. We got 20 playoff points. Grand Am Finger is the only one to score a playoff point at all in that round. So also advancing Ross Chastain, Johnny Sauter, Austin Hill, Grand Am Finger, Stuart Friesen, Matt Crafton able to recover from 10th going into the last race up to 7th. He had a good run, I believe, here at Bristol, so that helped him. Again, it was very tight down there at the bottom. So again, now we're looking at half the field gets eliminated from the playoffs, from 8 down to 4. First round a little bit light, where it's just eliminating 2. Didn't they change it now? Isn't it like is there either two more spots or no? This is how it was. I think you had the round of. I think you had a round of 6 before. Yeah, I don't remember how it worked. All right. I know it was different though. They changed it for the truck slightly from what it used to be. Yeah, so we're in a 4-star ride compared to a 5-star ride. So again, points over Johnny Sauter's good. Points over the bottom in general. We're 50 points up. So again, if we can pretty much keep this gap at Las Vegas, we will advance no matter what. So we're in a very, very good spot. We can't blow it towards the end of this, but I think we're good. Looking at the track's overall finishing results, speaking of momentum, basically since race 11, we've been on a good run. Iowa, Chicagoland, W. Pocono and Kentucky weren't great, but then Eldora, we did good. Michigan, we had one until the last corner, and then these 3 in a row. So now it's off to Las Vegas in the next episode. Las Vegas, last time we finished in 8th to start the season. So we'll see how we do. Other mile and a halfs. We got a W at Atlanta. We got first at Texas. 12th at Charlotte. I think that's one of our worst runs, to be honest. 12th at Charlotte. 15th at Richmond. But 12th at Charlotte, 10th at Kansas, 8th at Texas, 1st at Chicagoland, 5th at Kentucky. So mile and a half. So we got 2 wins on the board, but not as strong as some of the other types of tracks. So with that, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.